Dandava pranams, good morning to everyone. We are just going to read a translation of a beautiful song that we sing every morning after the Mongol Arti. Aruṇodoya-kīrttan by Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākur. Just before sunrise, as the eastern sky turned crimson, the Yule of the twice-born Sri Gaurahari awoke. Taking his devotees with him, he began the kirtan, wandering through the countryside, towns and villages. The mridangas went tatai tatai to the chiming of the cymbals, as Mahaprabhu's golden form shivered in ecstasy as his footbells jingled. Mahaprabhu would call out to the still sleeping people, "Don't waste your nights uselessly sleeping and your days decorating your bodies. Cry out the names Mukunda, Madhava, Yadava, and Hari. You have attained this rare human form of life. What are you doing? Don't you care for this gift? If you don't worship the darling of Mother Yasoda now, then great sorrow awaits you at the time of death. With every rising and setting of the sun, a day passes and is lost. Why then do you remain idle, refusing to serve the Lord of the heart? Know for certain that this life is full of various miseries. Take shelter of the holy names as your only business. Drink the pure nectar of the holy name of Krishna, and thus satisfy the soul of Ṭhākur Bhaktivinoda. There is nothing but the name to be had in all the 14 worlds. To penetrate the darkness of ignorance and bless all souls within this universe, the beautiful name of Krishna has arisen like the shining sun. Jai. Beautiful kirtan, right? To remind us. This is how this beautiful practice in the morning is very auspicious to begin your day with glorifying the Lord, chanting His names. And it's not easy sometimes to wake up and, right? So you have to make a little bit of an effort, a little bit of a sacrifice to do this sadhana, this practice, devotional practice. So these songs, when we read these songs, we need to try to understand the meaning of these songs. Not just sing them like a robot, but try to understand what we are singing and what we are praying for, invoking some auspiciousness and praying, and really reminding us of the fortune that we have and this rare human body that we have and how to utilize it, right? So, do you like to choose one song? Okay, what page?
58.
58, for those who are joining us. Page 58. Yes. We're going to try to sing. You can sing.
Ṭhākura-vaiṣṇava-gaṇa Mohodoya-kīrttan Nasu Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
We can read the translation to this song, Ṭhākura-vaiṣṇava-gaṇa by Śrīla Narottam Das Ṭhākur. O saintly Vaishnavas, although I am very fallen and misbehaved, I nevertheless place this appeal before you. My destiny has immersed me in this fearsome ocean of repeated birth and death. Please grab me by the hair and pull me to the opposite shore. My destiny is very powerful. I'm not able to hear the knowledge of a spiritual life, and I'm always bound by the ropes of karma. I cannot see any way to escape my condition. I see only suffering. Helpless and stricken with grief, I cry. I'm just like a blind man, unable to see what path is auspicious or inauspicious. I am helplessly dragged from here to there by lust, anger, greed, bewilderment, madness, and pride. My mind became immersed in the impermanent satisfaction of the senses, and I could not understand the real goal of life. For this reason, I did not aspire to attain your lotus feet. Narottam thus says, now that I am able to see and hear the Vaishnavas, I have become free from all fears. Jai Sri Ṭhākura-vaiṣṇava-gaṇa ki Jai, Śrīla Narottam Das Ṭhākur ki Jai. It's a beautiful song, right? So we're going to continue the reading of Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta as usual in the morning. And we just take turns reading, just doing the reading basically. So we are in Madhya-līlā chapter 7, the Lord's Tour of South India. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki Jai, Srila Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja Gosvāmī Prabhu ki Jai, Srila S.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Śrīla Gurudev ki Jai. Śrīla Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Ṭhākur ki Jai. Tagore Premanande. So we are in text we're in text 54, chapter 7. So Mahaprabhu was at the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And he says here, thank you, Prabhu. Text 54. Dina Pancharahi Prabhu Bhattacharya Stane Chalivara Lagi Anya Magila Apane. After staying 5 days at the home of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally asked his permission to depart for South India. Prabhura Agrahe Bhattacharya Samata Haila Prabhu Tandre Lanya Jagannatha Mandire Gela. After receiving the Bhattacharya's permission, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to see Lord Jagannath in the temple. He took the Bhattacharya with him. Darsana Kori Ṭhākura Pasa Anya Magila Pujari Prabhure Mala Prasada Ani Dila. Seeing Lord Jagannath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also begged his permission. The priest then immediately delivered prasadam and a garland to Lord Chaitanya. Anya Mala Panya Harse Namaskara Kori Anande Dakshine Deshe Chole Gaurahari. Thus receiving Lord Jagannath's permission in the form of a garland, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered obeisances and in great jubilation prepared to depart for South India. Bhattacharya Sange Ara Jata Nila Gana. Bhattacharya Sange Ara Jata Nija Gana. Jagannatha Pradakshina Kori Karila Gamana. Accompanied by his personal associates and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu circumvallated the altar of Jagannath. The Lord then departed on his South Indian tour. Samudra Tire Tire Alalana Ta Pate Sarvabhauma Kahilena Acharya Gopinate. While the Lord was going along the path to Alala Nata, which was located on the seashore, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya gave the following orders to Gopinath Acharya. Chari Kopina Bahirs Basa Raki Jache Gore Taha Prasadana Lanya Aisa Vipra Dware. Bring the 4 sets of loin cloth and outer garments and keep at home, and also some prasadam of Lord Jagannath's. You may carry these things with the help of some brahmana. Tabe Sarvabhauma Kohe Prabhura Charane Avasya Palive Prabhu Morani Vedane. While Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was departing, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya submitted the following at his lotus feet. My Lord, I have one final request that I hope you will kindly fulfill. Ramananda Raya Ache Godavari Tire Adhikari Hayena Tenho Vidyanagare. In the town of Vidyanagar, on the bank of the Godavari, there is a responsible government officer named Ramananda Roy. Purport. In the Amrita Pravaha Bhashya, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākur states that Vidyanagar is today known as Poravandara. Poravandara. There is another Poravandara in western India in the province of Gujarat. Sudra Visayi Gyane Upekshana Karibe. 'Amara vachane tanre avasya milive. 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 'Amara vachane tanre av Please do not neglect him, thinking he belongs to a Sudra family engaged in material activities. It is my request that you meet him without fail. So what am I saying here? What did I just read? That Mahaprabhu, before Mahaprabhu left to South India, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya requested the Lord to go and see Ramananda Roy, right? Yes. And he said, please do not neglect him, thinking he belongs to a Sudra family engaged in material activities. It is my request that you will meet him without fail. Tomare Sangera Yogya Tenho Ekayana Pritivite Rasika Bhakta Nahitan Ratsama. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya continued, Ramananda Roy is a fit person to associate with you. No other devotee can compare with him in knowledge of the transcendental mellows. Panditya Ara Bhakti Rasa Dunhera Tenho Sima Sambasilet Janibe Tumi Tanhara Mahima. He is a most learned scholar as well as an expert in devotional mellows. Actually, he is most exalted, and if you talk with him, you will see how glorious he is. Alaukika Bhakya Chesta Tanrana Buhiya Parihasa Kariyachi Tanre Vaishnava Baliya. I could not realize when I first spoke with Ramananda Roy that his topics and endeavors were all transcendentally uncommon. I made fun of him simply because he was a Vaishnava. Purport: anyone who is not a Vaishnava or unalloyed devotee of the Supreme Lord must be a materialist. A Vaishnava living according to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's injunctions is certainly not on the materialistic platform. Chaitanya means a spiritual force. All of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's activities were carried out on the platform of a spiritual understanding. Therefore, only those who are on the spiritual platform are able to understand the activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Materialistic persons who cannot are generally known as karmis or jnanis. The jnanis are mental speculators who simply try to understand what is spirit and what is soul. Their process is neti-neti. This is not spirit, this is not Brahman. The jnanis are a little more advanced than the dull-headed karmis, who are simply interested in sense gratification. Before becoming a Vaishnava, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was a mental speculator, jnani, and being such, he always cut yokes with Vaishnavas. A Vaishnava never agrees with the speculative system of the jnanis. Both the jnanis and karmis depend on direct sense perception for their imperfect knowledge. The karmis never agree to accept anything not directly perceived, and the jnanis put forth only hypotheses. So the karmis never agree to accept anything not directly perceived, and the jnanis put forth only hypotheses. However, the Vaishnavas, the unalloyed devotees of the Lord, do not follow the process of acquiring knowledge by direct sense perception or mental speculation. Because they are servants of the Supreme Lord, devotees receive knowledge directly from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as he speaks in Bhagavad Gita, or sometimes as he imparts it from within a Chaitya Guru, as stated in Bhagavad Gita. Tesham satatam yuktanam vajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam jenamam upajantite. To those who are constantly devoted and worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Bhagavad Gita 10.10. The Vedas are considered to have been spoken by the Supreme Lord. They were first realized by Brahma, who is the first created being within the universe. Tene Brahma Hrida Jat Adi Kavaye. Our process is to receive knowledge through the Parampara system, from Krishna to Brahma to Narada, Vyasa, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the 6 Gosvāmīs. By disciplic succession, Lord Brahma was enlightened from within by the original person, Krishna. Our knowledge is fully perfect due to being handed from master to disciple. A Vaishnava is always engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, and as such, neither karmis nor jnanis can understand the activities of a Vaishnava. It is said, Vaishnavera kriya mudra vinye na bhujaya. Even the most learned man, depending on direct perception of knowledge, cannot understand the activities of a Vaishnava. After being initiated into Vaishnavism by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Bhattacharya realized what a mistake he had made in trying to understand Ramananda Roy, who was very learned and whose endeavors were all directed to rendering transcendental loving service to the Lord. Tomara prasade eve janinu tanra tatva, sambasile janive tanra jemana mahatva. The Bhattacharya said, by your mercy, I can now understand the truth about Ramananda Roy. In talking with him, you also will acknowledge his greatness. Angikara kori Prabhu tanhara vachana, tanre vidaya dite, tanre kaila alingana. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's request that he meet Ramananda Roy. Bidding him farewell, the Lord embraced him. Gore Krishna Baji Mora Kariha Asirvade Nilachale Asijena Tomara Prasade. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked the Bhattacharya's blessings while he was engaged in the devotional service of Lord Krishna at home. The Lord wished to return again to Jagannath Puri by his mercy. The word Kariha Asirvade means continue to bestow your blessings upon me. Being a sannyasi, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was on the highest platform of respect and adoration, whereas Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, as a householder, was on the second platform. Therefore, a sannyasi is supposed to offer blessings to a grihastra. Now Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by his practical behavior, requested the blessings of a grihastra. This is the special significance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's preaching. He gave equal status to everyone, regardless of material considerations. His movement is thoroughly spiritual. Although apparently a grihastra householder, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was unlike the so-called karmis, interested in sense gratification. After being initiated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Bhattacharya was perfectly situated in the spiritual order. Therefore, it was quite possible for him to offer blessings even to a sannyasi. He was always engaged in the service of the Lord, even at home. In our disciplic line, we have the example of a perfect householder Paramahansa, Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākur. In his book Saranagati, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākur stated, Jedina grihe bhajana deki, grihe te goloka vaya. This is from Saranagati 31.6. Whenever a householder glorifies the Supreme Lord in his home, his activities are immediately transformed into the activities of Goloka Vrindavan. Spiritual activities taking place in the Goloka Vrindavan planet of Krishna. Activities exhibited by Krishna himself at Bhaumya Vrindavan, the Vrindavan Dham, existing on this planet, are not different from his activities on the planet Goloka Vrindavan. This is proper realization of Vrindavan anywhere. In our Krishna consciousness movement, we inaugurated the new Vrindavan activities, wherein devotees are always engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. And this is not different from Goloka Vrindavan. The conclusion is that one who acts strictly in the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is competent to offer blessings to sannyasis, even though he be a grihastra householder. Although he is in an exalted position, a sannyasi yet must elevate himself to the transcendental platform by rendering service to the Lord. By his actual behavior, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu begged the blessings of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He set the example of how one should expect blessings from a Vaishnava, regardless of his social position. Eta bole Mahaprabhu Karila Gamana, Murchitat Hanyatahan Padila Sarvabhauma. Saying this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu departed on his tour, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya immediately fainted and fell to the ground. Tanre upekshiya kaila sigra gama kebujite para Mahaprabhura chitamana. Although Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya fainted, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not take notice of him. Rather, he left quickly. Who can understand the mind and intention of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Purport: it was naturally expected that when Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya fainted and fell to the ground, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would have taken care of him and waited for him to regain consciousness. But he did not do so. Rather, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately started on his tour. It is therefore very difficult to understand the activities of a transcendental person. Sometimes they may seem rather odd, but a transcendental personality remains in his position, unaffected by material considerations. Mahanubhavera chitera svabhave eihaya. Mahanubhavera chitera svabhave eihaya. Puspasama Kumala Katina Vaira Maya. This is the nature of the mind of an uncommon personality. Sometimes it is soft like a flower, but sometimes it is as hard as a thunderbolt. Purport: the softness of a flower and the hardness of a thunderbolt are reconciled in the behavior of a great personality. The following quotation from Uttara Rama Rachita explain this behavior. One may also consult Madhya-līlā, 3rd chapter, verse 212. Vairad api katorani mriduni kusumad api lokataranam chetamsi konu vinyatum isvara. The hearts of those above common behavior are sometimes harder than a thunderbolt and sometimes softer than a flower. How can one accommodate such contradictions in great personalities? Nityananda Prabhu Bhattacharya Uttaila Tanraloka Sangetanre Gare Pataila. Lord Nityananda Prabhu raised Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and with the help of his men saw him to his home. Bhaktagana Sigra Asi Laila Prabhura Sata Vastra Prasada Lanya Tave Aila Gopinatam. Immediately all the devotees came and partook of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's company. Afterwards, Gopinathacharya came with the garments and prasadam. So we're going to stop here and continue tomorrow with text 76. Jai Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki Jai, Śrīla Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja Gosvāmī Prabhu ki Jai, Śrīla C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Prabhupada ki Jai, Śrīla Gurudev ki Jai. So there is a lot to digest and meditate upon. Right? So you would like to sing Hariharaya Nama Krishna?
Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Kesavaya Namaha.
Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana.
Gopala Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana.
Giridhari Gopinata Madana Mohana.
Giridhari Gopinata Madana Mohana.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra.
Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda.
Jai Rupa Sanatana Bhattara Gunata.
Jaya Rupa Sanatana Bhattara Gunata.
Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Saragunata.
Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Saragunata.
Jai Gosai Kori Charana Bandana.
Jai Gosai Kori Charana Bandana.
Jaha hoite Vignana Savista Purana.
Jaha hoite Vignana Savista Purana.
Jai Gosai Jar Munitaro Dasa.
Jai Gosai Jara Muitara Dasa.
Dasavara Padare Numara Panchalasa.
Dasavara Padare Numara Panchalasa.
Radhira Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanivasa.
Tandera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanevasa.
Janame Janame Mor Eya Vilasa.
Janame Janame Mora Iya Vilasa.
Jai Gosai Jave Braje Koila Vasa.
Jai Gosai Jabe Braje Koilavasa.
Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Parila Prakasa.
Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Purila Prakasa.
Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavana.
Anande Bola Hari Vaya Vrindavana.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Yamana.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pada Maya Yamana.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pada Padma Koriyasa.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pada Padma Koriyasa.
Harinama Sankirtana Kore Narottam Dasa.
Nama Sankirtana Kole Narottam Dasa.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol.
Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Jai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol
Hari Bol.
Jai Saparikara Shri Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giridhar Ji ki Jai. Jaminupashala Bhakti Sundar Govinda Deva Gosvāmī Maharaj ki Jai. Jaminupashala Bhakti Rakha Deva Gosvāmī Maharaj ki Jai. Jaminupashala Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Ṭhākur ki Jai. Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga ki Jai. Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Ṭhākur ki Jai. Radharani, offer the garlands from Jai. Sri Caitanya Saraswat Mat ki Jai. Sri Caitanya Saraswat Mat London chapter ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Acharya Vrinda ki Jai. Jai Shri Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki Jai. Śrīla Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja Gosvāmī Prabhu ki Jai. Śrīla A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Anati Koti Vaishnavita ki Jai. And all glories to all the devotees worldwide ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinama Sankirtan ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. And please tune in tonight for our Friday night Kirtan. Ki Jai. Last Kirtan of the last Friday night Kirtan, not Kirtan. We are always doing. Wait, you can give darshan to the Lord. He's going to be giving darshan in few moments. You can turn the camera so the devotees can take darshan of Sri Guru Gauranga Radha Giridhar Ju. Jai, beautiful Lord Gaurasundar and Radha Giridhar Ju. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giridhar Ju ki Jai.